I'm David Brumette from Circle K Strings. This is Bill Clements, endorsed artist for Circle K Strings. It's a pleasure to be here today.
Thanks, pal.
Yeah.
So what's on your mind?
I have a few questions for you.
Right on, let her rip.
What exactly does Circle K do for you?
They make an amazing bass string, which, quite frankly, having played most of the major bass string manufacturers for the last 25 years, I've come to realize what works and what doesn't and what's important. And two things are really important. Circle K have got a great tone, like this, right here. That having been said, a great tone is a marvelous attribute for any string, but out of the box, most strings have a great tone. The enduring quality of the Circle K tone is what I've found value. After having drenched many sets of major manufactured strings over and over again over the years, I found that, the set of Circle K strings that I've had on for months and months actually sounds remarkably similar to how it sounded when I first put them on the bass. And these are a good example. I've run these through a number of shows. And they're still holding up. Their intonation is reliable. I don't really even have to tune when I pull the bass out of the case. The other real important thing that I think is different about the Circle K string is exactly how it feels. There's a tactile pliability to the Circle K strings that is not really present in any other string I've played. I do tune a little differently. I tune B-E-A-D across the neck. A holdover from my 6-string bass playing days, because I got attached to that little B string. There's actually some inherent logistic problems with detuning a 4-string bass to that degree, but these strings maintain their pitch and sound all the way across the neck. Isn't there some kind of mathematical, precise way that
equal
happens?
5%.
Yeah, they probably can go to the website and check that out.
Yeah,
though,
they're
right?
totally balanced.
Right on.
Totally balanced for any 4-string to 12-string set of bass strings.
Right on, man. And it shows. I've known Dave a number of years just from being around town, and he finally brought me these strings to try out. He made a believer in me overnight, and having met Skip and Chris, the other two guys who are involved in the company, they're a good bunch of guys, good bunch of people, a positive bunch of cats, and I'm pleased to be associated with them.
And a little bit about you too, Bill. Tell me a little bit about your background and what you're...
Well, I was born in the wagon of a traveling show. Mama used to dance for the money they'd throw. Anyway, no, I mean...
we know that.
Yeah. Mom, I love you. Anyway, no, quite frankly, most of my background is pretty much a matter of public record, especially in this town. But, I started playing bass when I was 13.
Mm-hmm.
Was very prog rock influenced, but still like things like the Sex Pistols and the Meters, so I was kind of an odd cat all the way around, kind of a potpourri of influences, if you will. But the bottom line is, was a very ardent bass player from the time I was 13 years old, and pretty much had resigned myself to working in convenience stores and, in-out burgers, just so I could, just do nothing else other than play bass. And, I've managed to keep a step ahead of the wolf at the door thus far doing it. But the bottom line is, when the accident happened when I was 21, which was a factory accident, I pretty much decided that I was going to keep going by the time the ambulance got me to the hospital. So, in a nutshell, that's my thing. Since that happened, I've played with a number of bands. Kill Switch was probably my my best band, well, the closest to my heart because with my brother Jeff, and played with that band for a number of years. Worked with Selling Heaven, with Chris Briers, who's probably one of the closest things to a rock star Kalamazoo, Michigan's ever produced. And, you know, and done a number of just side projects, released albums under my own name that have managed to get reviews, and the thumbs up from the bass playing community, which I'm very grateful for.
Yes, that's true.
So that having been said, that about covers it for me. Is there anything you'd like to mention about the strings that I maybe didn't cover?
No, you covered it all, Bill, very well, and you play very well.
Thanks, pal. I appreciate that.
Yes.
I'm gonna play a little bit
Play
more.
on.
Clements here for Circle K Strings. They've got a great tone. All you get to do is get some Circle K strings and then do this for 6 hours a day for 20 years.